Hey, what's up guys, I'm here and welcome to Double H, and man, there's been a ton of things going on this week. Well, not a ton, but you get what I mean. A lot of important things have been going on this week. This includes the fact that the long court battle between Apple and Epic has finally come to an end, and PlayStation Showcase has come out with a lot of hype games. There was some other news as well, but that's in a previous tech news video. You can go ahead and watch that later. Let's start with the big one. The long and epic, see what I did there? Court battle between Apple and Epic Games has come to an end. Seemingly, it's not a simple case of who won, unfortunately. Both the parties had to sacrifice something. In case of Apple, it was their anti-competitive practices, at least one of them, and in case of Epic, it was a lot of money. Let me elaborate with some quotes. Under the new order, Apple is permanently restrained and enjoined from prohibiting developers from including in their apps and their metadata buttons external links or other calls to action that direct customers to purchasing mechanisms, in addition to in-app purchasing and communicating with customers through points of contact obtained voluntarily from customers through account registration within the app. In short, Apple can no longer restrict users from using any other methods of payment other than the one Apple wants them to. The injunction is scheduled to take effect in 90 days on December 9th, unless it is enjoined by a higher court. As I said before, Epic has also had to make some sacrifices. The court affirmed that Epic Games was in breach of its contract with Apple when it implemented the alternative payment system in Fortnite application. As a result, Epic must pay Apple 30% of all the revenue collected through the system since it was implemented, a sum of more than $3.5 million. So here's the other big thing. The court cannot ultimately conclude that Apple is a monopolist under either federal or state antitrust laws. Nonetheless, the trial did show that Apple is engaging in anti-competitive conduct under California's competition laws. Apple has basically taken this as a win, and it seems that the CEO of Epic, Tim Sweeney, is pretty much down in the blues, tweeting the tweet shown here. Basically, he feels that the court decision was not just, and it seems Epic might go for an appeal later. I'm guessing most of you came here just to know about this one news, so you might be planning to click away, but I assure you there's more to come. So don't leave just yet. I mean, I can't really force you or anything, but we had a lot of streamers screaming at the top of their lungs after what Sony showed us. There were a lot of surprises from Sony, and man did they nail it. The major announcements we had were God of War Ragnarok coming out sometime in 2022, Spider-Man 2 coming out in 2023, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, for which we don't have a date yet, Marvel's Wolverine, also for which we do not have a date, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, March 25th, 2022, Forspoken coming out in spring 2022, Uncharted 4: A Thief's End and Lost Legacy are getting remasters, no release date yet, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction coming out on January 2022. Alan Wake Remastered coming out October 5th, 2021. GTA 5 and GTA Online PS5 upgrade release date changed to 2022. Gran Turismo 7 on March 22nd, 2022. A new trailer for Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy releasing on 28th October this year. And Deathloop coming out on September 14th this year. Back in January, there was a report suggesting that Nvidia was coming out with more RTX 2060 GPUs following the shortage in supplies. And now, recently, it seems Nvidia is about to release updated RTX 2060 GPUs, which are going to be a model known as PG161, which would feature 12GB of GDDR6 memory and the same TU106-300 GPU, except with a KX postfix. Nvidia has allegedly told board partners to anticipate this card by the end of this year, possibly in January depending on how quickly they can be manufactured. Although this won't completely fix the current situation we are in, this release can still satisfy a lot of demands from people who are lining up to buy a new GPU, so it should theoretically help a little bit. Intel's Arc GPUs are supposedly going to compete in the $100 to $500 price range. The SoC1 DG1, which is basically the codename for the new GPU, would compete with 175W to 225W TDP segment directly with Nvidia RTX 3070 and RTX 3060 Ti. At the same time, SoC1 would compete with Radeon RX 6700 XT and RX 5600 XT. The other low-end DG2 GPU is up to 75W TDP range and should compete against the 1650 Super, which is a region that both Nvidia and AMD seems to be ignoring. The lower-end GPUs are reportedly priced around $100 to $145. we should be seeing Intel's ARC GPUs come out in the first quarter of 2022 if everything goes right. And finally, Google Search is getting a dark mode. I mean, we already had themes and we technically could set a dark theme, but it did not extend to the searches which were normally in light mode. The update will be rolling out in a few weeks for desktops, as most updates do. That's it for today's tech news. Come back when I upload a new tech news video, or maybe next Sunday for the next Sunday Tech. Yeah, this video is called Sunday Tech. What?